It's our big trip to Europe, and we just finished spending a great time exploring the Dutch province of Zeeland. It was quality time spent with my family. We walked a lot, played cards, and enjoyed some of the best meals ever. All good things come to an end, but the trip isn't done yet. We're off to Amsterdam for some more exploring. But now, reality hit hard. It's expensive here.
Show you the restaurant, the local restaurant that we can afford as Canadians. It's McDonald's.
Especially when your budget is in Canadian dollars. How are we gonna survive this without going broke?
Guys, I'm in Amsterdam, or more precisely Hoofddorp. It's near the airport, and we have to find a source for inexpensive groceries here. So that's going to be my adventure for this evening. So guys, I'm outside the hotel. Well, I'm very, very close to the Amsterdam airport. There's a KLM plane coming down right now. You want to see that? Yeah, it's right behind that building. Look at it. Well, we just got here today, so I don't really want to be in Amsterdam and be eating at McDonald's. And by the way, the McDonald's, for us Canadians here, well, the exchange rate isn't very good. So for Barbara paid with her card, and it shows up right away in Canadian currency. We had a $25 purchase, $25 meal for the two of us, 25 euro. That's what I should mention. Well, the 25 euro came up to 49 something. So it's basically, even though the official exchange rate is not that bad, but it comes out to double. You might as well just double whatever the amount is, and you get the Canadian version. So we're gonna spend a few days here in Amsterdam, close to the airport, but now we're gonna travel to the center of town and explore and everything, and you're gonna see that in another video, of course. But the thing I'm getting at here is we can't afford the prices here to eat out every day, every meal. It's impossible. It costs us a fortune. So on the Google map, I discovered a cluster of stores, grocery stores, department stores, all that good stuff. So right now I'm walking. Should be like a 3-kilometer walk, and there'll be some stores. So Barbara gave me a list of things to get, you know, like a cup of soup, some instant coffee, some like my personal list that includes bananas and apples. We're gonna need some bread, maybe we need some cheese, just stuff to get us by, you know. So for breakfast, basically. Tomorrow we're probably gonna go exploring and eat out somewhere, because hey, for right now we just need some snacks, we need some stuff. Well, I don't know how much this is gonna cost me at the grocery store. Probably have to get a reusable bag too or something, you know. I have nothing. So this is gonna be interesting, guys. Check out the prices at Amsterdam grocery store, and bring back some food that we can eat right away that is a bit less expensive than what we find around here, because what we're really at here is an industrial area, and we are staying at what they consider the Best Western. The room is nice and comfortable, but we're far from everything. Now, why did we book it near the airport? Well, wasn't entirely my decision. I tell you what, there's two of us, and you know, there's a vote, and I'm not necessarily the boss calling the shots here. But there are some advantages to staying close to the airport, one of which is, of course, that there's a free airport shuttle, and we can take that as often as we want and at any time. So that also brings us to the connections that will get us downtown pretty quick. And of course, on the day of our departure, we're already at the airport. So that's all I got to say about that. Right now there's a kind of a sunset going on. Hopefully this won't take me too long. I don't know how I'll fare here in the dark, but so far it's just a nice evening, a little bit of a breeze, very comfortable actually. See, if you look that way, there's a nice cloud cover and it's just mild, and you can see the next airplane coming in already. Up on that bridge, what you see is a rapid bus line that might also get us downtown. However, we're just not sure about the fares and stuff, so we're gonna check that out tomorrow. And of course, there's some really beautiful, nice hotels here. But, you know, when you look at the booking pages, look at the booking.com, Expedia, and all these things, I mean, they're right up there. For us, being used to hotels that we can afford, like they're under $100 Canadian per night, well, there's nothing like that here. We had to find some creative ways to even pay for this room that we have. And well, I used some of my points from the credit card. And now we're going to be in Amsterdam on a little budget. Yeah, a little budget. It's not terrible. It's not like we're going to go bankrupt or something, but this Amsterdam stay, it's a lot more than in Canada. And there are some stores, they have store brands just like we have at home, and there are some products that are reasonably priced. So we're going to be looking for those. Something interesting for me, because this is Fietsroute Netwerk Amsterdam and Meer London. I'm trying to pronounce it Dutch, but that doesn't mean that it's correct or anything. So I'm about where this red circle is, and I'm trying to get to somewhere in here. That's where the stores are. Yeah, I learned this just the other day. Fietsen is actually bicycle. Fietsen is a bicycle, and Fietsen is bicycles. So there's fantastic bike network in Amsterdam, and for a matter of fact, it's all across the Netherlands. We've seen it. There are some routes where the road is shared between bicycles and automobiles, but where the road is shared between bicycles and it's marked for bicycles and cars, there's usually something there to slow down the traffic. Many times there you'll see that it's a speed limit of only 30 kilometers an hour through a small town or whatever. And the lane that is for the cars is actually way too narrow for a car. So in that case, the cars have to use the bike lane. It's just a painted lane, and it's totally okay. But when there's a bicycle in that lane, and when there's bicycles from both sides, well, then the car basically has to stop and wait until it's clear. And yeah, I know in Canada this probably wouldn't fly, but we wouldn't have that problem, because in Canada the roads are much wider than in a small town in Holland. So we have different challenges there, but to slow down the traffic to 30 kilometers in residential areas, I think that make a lot of sense. it wouldn't be a disaster for anybody because it would probably only add 5 minutes to most trips, and it would be safer for cyclists and pedestrians as well. So if you want to have a look here, see there's actually a service road that you see, the gray road there. Then there's the bike lane that's in red, and then there's the big expressway or whatever it is. But the bicycles, they're really, really very safe here. All right, now here's a very interesting part, because this is something that is totally lacking in Canada. I say Canada because I believe it's very rare. But the main intersection is right over there. There's traffic lights and all kinds of other stuff. But see, there's a bike lane here that is almost as wide as a road. It's got 2 lanes, one in each direction. And the sidewalk is also going underneath the whole intersection. So there's somebody singing on their bike. But see, I feel safe here. Like there's no cars coming down here. This is awesome. I mean, absolutely fantastic. Now I'm walking through the tunnel. All the big traffic is above me. So, and it's clean. I mean, look at it. There's some garbage here, but I know that we have actually one similar underpass in Edmonton that goes for pedestrians and bicycles underneath the Yellowhead Highway in the east end of Edmonton. And it's usually packed with garbage, and you don't even want to go through it. It's just, you ride your bike through it as quickly as you can, and it smells of feces, urine. This one, on the other hand, it's fine. Why is that? Answer me in the comments if you can. If you have an idea what it might be, what is it? What is the difference? Is the Canadian culture really that terrible and that car-centered? I mean, I know it's car-centered, but maybe there's more to it. Daylight is fading more and more, and well, it's 10 to 8 or something like that, but I think I'm actually getting close to somewhere, except I don't know what it looks like. So like I'm just gonna keep going, because it looked very much like there was a grocery store right on this road here, and you know, whatever I find, I mean, there would have been a cluster of some, so probably the first one I find is the one that I'm going to buy some items tonight, and hopefully it won't be the most expensive one. Hey guys, it's dark, but I'm in front of the Lidl store. I managed to spend under 30 euros, and we got quite a bit of food for it. That'll tie us over, at least for breakfast, for several days. Now I gotta head back to the hotel. Gonna be quite a walk, but I know the way. It's basically just straight ahead, and that's it. Pretty simple. So then, yeah, I didn't want to make a big thing in the store, you know, with filming, because you never know. Sometimes the stores don't like it when you do that. But you can't even hardly see me anymore. There we go. There's some light from the restaurant here. There are a lot of restaurants in this area of town, so we're gonna have to scope this out too one of these days, probably tomorrow. And for the moment, we got food to get us started in the morning. And I mean, 30 euros that's actually less than we spent at the McDonald's earlier today, where we all we had is a hamburger combo each, where they kind of cheated us out of the drink because you couldn't have the option to have a coffee. And well, we had an ice cream for dessert, just a cone. So guys, I'm back at the hotel after a long and intense walk in the dark. I want to show you what I bought. It was just under 30 euros. And the first item is apples. I don't know how many pounds there are in here. Anyways, it's a big bag, pretty good. Got 2 tiger buns. I don't know what they are. I've got sliced bread, whole grain, really good stuff. I've got this crisp bread, a whole package, a whole big thing of bananas. There's 5 of them here. Apricot jam, actually really good stuff. Biological, you know. I had to get this because they didn't have plastic forks and knives, but this will help us spread the peanut butter and we can scoop stuff, and at least it's something. It was only 2 euros for this thing. A whole big bag of salami, sliced cheddar cheese, 2 bags of different varieties of trail mix, a whole set of paper plates, instant classic cappuccino, like supposed to be instant coffee, I guess, cream for Barbara's coffee, 500 grams of yogurt, big package of rice, or is it corn, or yeah, it's actually corn, snack, crackers, whatever, a little jar of peanut butter, 2 bottles of special drink stuff, like it's supposed to be vitamin water with magnesium in it, but I figured we can also use those bottles to fill them up with water, so we don't have to pay $5 for a little thing of water if we go exploring the city. A sort of reusable bag, and that's it. That's all I bought. Please leave me your comments. You think we'll be able to get by on that for a little bit? See, the total came out to 28.51 euros. So leave me a comment. What do you think? Did I do okay with the groceries? Is this what you would buy? Did you enjoy this video? What do you think about, I don't even remember the name of this part of town here, but the area around the airport, it changes the further you go away. It's quite different. So I'll see you in the next video. Give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, if this video doesn't get you to subscribe, then probably nothing will, but there's the button. It's totally free. Thank you.